handful of students, not much. Presence is quite low, but still we can't wait for others to come. So today we shall be starting with another important topic in financial management, and that is objectives of financial management. The topic is objectives of financial management. Objectives of financial management. Now class, the thing is why so much of emphasis, why so much of concentration and effort is on the management of finance in any business, be it a small one, be it a big one, be it a manufacturing concern, be it a service providing concern. Leave aside the nature of the business. The matter of the fact is that every business, every firm, every company has a common objective. Has what? Has a common objective. And that common objective is survival of the business. We are talking about survival of the business. And how will a business survive? It's $1 million question. How will a business survive? Again, the answer is quite simple. It's quite logical. The survival of a business very much depends upon the profits that businesses are earning. The profits that businesses are earning. Now, once the business has survived, it would want to expand itself. It would want to diversify itself. For expansion, for diversification, for growth, business requires resource. Business requires resource. Financial resources. Again, the question arises, from where that financial resource is going to come? You have got two options. One is equity and the other one is debt. Either you borrow or you invest on your own as an owner. Yes or no, class?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, if you were to borrow, you will incur certain expenses, certain costs on a regular basis. And that is payment of interest. Payment of what?
Interest.
You have to pay interest. You have to honor the debt. So according to financial experts, what they say, why can't we curtail our borrowings? Why can't we generate some internal source of resources? Internal source of finance. And that source of finance can be raised only when the business is profitable. Right? Which business will endeavor and which business will even think of expanding, of diversifying? Only those businesses which are making profits. Loss-making companies will not even think of expanding. They will think of survival first. How to survive, how to survive. But a profit-making entity will look to expand. And look to expand through its internal source of finance. And how come it can raise the internal source? Internal source of finance can be raised out of the profits that the business is earning. Getting the point?
Yes.
Savings or retention of profit, which is also known as plowing back of profits. That plowing back of profits will generate sufficient amount of funds for your expansion to take place. But again the question arises, is the objective of financial management only concentrated towards an organization? What about the owners themselves who have contributed towards the establishment of that organization? They must also be taken care of. Yes or no?
Yes.
The company is growing, it's fine. But how will the shareholders or how will the owners of the businesses will benefit out of that? In the modern era, perceptions have changed. Perceptions means thought. The modern perception about the objective of financial management is quite specific. They say it's fine, the company is earning profits, but the finance manager must also concentrate and focus upon benefiting the shareholders, benefiting the owners of the business. And how can this be done? This can be done through wealth maximization. Through what? Wealth maximization. Therefore, when you study the objective of financial management, we can study it in two different segments. One is profit maximization and the other one is wealth maximization. Right? Profit maximization and wealth maximization. Some might argue that the wealth of the shareholders or maximizing the wealth of the shareholders will also depend upon profit maximization. It's quite true. Right? How we are going to maximize the wealth of the shareholders? How we are going to benefit the shareholders? We can benefit the shareholders in two ways. One is making regular payment of dividends out of the profit that the company is making, right? And secondly, good performance of the company. That is, company making huge profits, good amount of profit, will enable the stock prices to go up, will help the stock prices to move up. And that upward movement in the stock prices again will help the shareholders to make profits out of their investments. Isn't it?
Yes.
So ultimately, wealth maximization concept is also very much dependent upon profit maximization. And when you study the objectives of financial management, the objectives have been classified as profit maximization and wealth maximization. Profit maximization is regarded as the traditional thought process, and the wealth maximization is regarded as the modern concept of objectives of financial management. Is it clear, class?
Yes.
Take it. Write down a few points. Profit maximization. Profit maximization is the main aim of any business. Profit maximization is the main aim of any business. And therefore, it is also an objective of financial management. And therefore, it is also an objective of financial management. Full stop. Profit maximization represents the process or the approach by which the by which profits
So represent the
approach represents the process होगा शायद, represents the process or the approach by which profits is increased full stop. In simple words, all the decisions whether investment or financing, etc., are focused on maximizing the profits. Paragraph change करेंगे. Profit maximization is the traditional approach. Profit maximization is the traditional approach and is the primary objective of financial management. And is the primary objective of financial management. Full stop. It implies that every decision relating to business is evaluated in the light of profits. Full stop. All the decisions with respect to new projects
with respect to
in respect to new projects, acquisition of assets raising capital, etc., are studied for their impact on profits and profitability. Full stop. If the result of a decision is perceived, PERCEIVED, is perceived to have a positive effect on the profits, the decision is taken further for implementation. Is taken further for implementation. अब नीचे लिखिएगा, एक हेडिंग है arguments in favor of the objective of profit maximization. Arguments in favor of the objective of profit maximization. Profit maximization theory of directing business decisions is encouraged due to its following advantages. पहला लिखेगा इकोनॉमिक सर्वाइवल, profit maximization theory is based upon profits and profits are a must for the survival of business. Point number 2, measurement standard. Profits are the true measurement of the viability of a business model. Full stop. Without profits, the business loses its primary objective. And therefore has a direct impact on the survival. Next point लिखिएगा, social and economic welfare. Point number 3, social and economic welfare. The profit maximization objective The profit maximization objective indirectly caters to social welfare. Indirectly caters, CATERS, indirectly caters to social welfare. Full stop. In a business, comma, profits prove efficient utilization. Profits prove efficient utilization and allocation of resources. Utilization and allocation of resources. Full stop. Resource allocation and payment for land, labor, capital. Resource allocation and payment for land, labor, capital, and organization takes care of the social and economic welfare. Takes care of the social and economic welfare. Next point लिखिएगा, limitations of profit maximization. Limitations of profit maximization.
Fourth number, sir.
Limitations है, नया point है, limitation है, वो benefit लिखे थे, ये limitation है. Limitations of profit maximization. पहला point लिखिएगा, unclarity of the concept profit. Unclarity of the concept of profit. The term profit is a vague. The term profit is vague. The term profit is vague. V-A-G-U-E. Vague का मतलब, vague means unclear. Vague का मतलब क्या हो गया? Unclear. दिग्भ्रमित करने वाला. It is because different people will have different perception. Different people will have different perception about profits. Different people will have different perceptions about profits. For example, profits can be net profit, common gross profit, comma profit before tax, comma profit after tax, profit per share, comma profits in rupees or percentage, etc. There is no clearly defined, उसी में continue करना है, there is no clearly defined profit maximization rule Next point, point number 2, ignores time value of money. Ignores time value of money. ये हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है ना, टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी क्या होता है? फ्यूचर वैल्यू को प्रेजेंट में कन्वर्ट करना, प्रेजेंट वैल्यू को फ्यूचर वैल्यू में कन्वर्ट करना। हो सकता है कि आज में जो आपके पास से पैसा जा रहा है उसका वैल्यू कल के डेट पे उतना डन है, उससे ज्यादा भी हो सकता है या उससे कम भी हो सकता है। तो वही पॉइंट इसमें हम लिखवा रहे हैं कि इट इग्नोर्स टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी। The profit maximization formula simply suggests higher the profits, better is the proposal.
Higher the profit,
better is the proposal. It is only considering the amount of profits and ignoring the timing of profits. पैराग्राफ चेंज करके उसी में लिखिएगा। A rupee today is not equal to a rupee a year later. Is not equal to a rupee a year later. Later, later, full stop. So the time value of money is completely ignored. Full stop. It can also be said that it ignores the timing of cash flows. It ignores the timing of what? Cash flows. Next point, ignores the risk. Ignores the risk. लिखिए A decision which is solely based on, solely, S-O-L-E-L-Y, solely means given. A decision which is solely based on profit maximization model. Solely based on profit maximization model would take a decision in favor of profits. Would take a decision in favor of profits. Full stop. In chasing profits, chasing का मतलब भागना. In chasing profits, comma, the risk involved is ignored. The risk involved is ignored, which may prove fatal, F-A-T-A-L, घातक. Fatal का मतलब घातक. Which may prove fatal at times because higher risks at times because higher risks directly questions the survival of a business. Next point. Ignores quality. Ignores quality. The most problematic aspect of profit maximization, the most problematic aspect of profit maximization as an objective is that the most troublesome, the most problematic aspect of profit maximization as an objective is that it ignores the intangible benefits such as quality, image, technological advancements, etc. एक लाइन और लिख लीजिएगा, लास्ट लाइन है. The importance of intangible assets cannot be ignored while considering their role in generating profits. Full stop.
By considering their role
in generating profits. तो ये जितना भी पॉइंट्स था हम लोगों ने क्या लिखा, उसका बेनिफिट्स लिखा कि प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन क्यों और प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन कहां पर लिमिटेड है, कहां पर उसका लिमिटेशंस है. क्लियर है?
yes.
तो ये टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी को कंसिडर नहीं करता, ये रिस्कियर प्रोजेक्ट्स को इग्नोर कर देता है, सिर्फ ये देखता है कि भाई जहां पर प्रॉफिट आ रहा है, जिस प्रोजेक्ट में जितना ज्यादा प्रॉफिट है उसी प्रोजेक्ट को एक्सेप्ट करना है. हाँ? और ये जो क्वालिटी है यानी कि इंटैंजिबल एसेट्स और बाकी सारी चीजों को भी कंसिडर नहीं करता, ये सिर्फ देखता है एक्चुअल में मेरे पास कितना आया और कितना गया, उसके हिसाब से. क्लियर है? ठीक है, इसको पढ़ लीजिएगा, कुछ डाउट होगा तो हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में इसको क्लियर करके आगे बढ़ेंगे वेल्थ मैक्सिमाइजेशन के ऊपर. थैंक यू क्लास.